Hey everybody, it's Doc Green, the Road Scholar, coming back at y'all. This is my workout video part 2. Actually, it should have been part 1, but I already put part 1 up. But this is for all the people who are just getting back into the gym, just starting to work out again and everything, and you don't really know how to get started, or you're kind of reluctant to get started. You don't really like going to the gym because you're afraid the way you dress is different from the way all these, what I call wannabe models dressing. Guys, it doesn't matter. In Planet Fitness, that's what I like about them. They got the no judgment zone and everything. No one's gonna make fun of you about the way you dress. No one's looking at you, laughing at you up here. Everyone up at Planet Fitness seems to have pretty much the same goal, which is to get in better shape and work out and stuff. So that's the reason I come up here and I work out with a lot of people. A lot of people dress just like me. Some people dress up in all that gym stuff and everything, but not very many. And if you want to, that's great. That's fine, everything. I prefer to wear loose baggy clothes today. I forgot my sweatshirt at home, my hoodie, so I won't be wearing it. But normally I wear that during my entire workout, but I won't be doing that today. And I had a lot of people tell me, ask me, how much weight I've lost and what kind of foods do I eat and everything. So I guess I need to get a little bit more in depth of this. First of all, I'm not really doing this to get into any kind of superb bad shape or anything like that. Guys, I got into this because literally I went home, or not home, I was on a truck and kept trying to wake up and get up out of bunk, and man, my back was hurting, and I thought I needed a new mattress there. I thought I needed a mattress at home because to get out of bed there, my back was hurting, hard for me to walk, my legs are hurting and everything. And a friend of mine, Richard Rice, told me, he said, no, Doc, you just need to start exercising. You're weighing in at 280 something pounds and everything, and even though I've been on diets before, I wasn't really exercising. So he said, you need to start taking care of yourself. So that's what I started doing. I started exercising and everything. But when I first got in the gym, a lot of us go back in there, you'll try to go and hit the weights, try to do some push, max out on your bench press and max out on your preacher curls and max out on your tricep workouts with the cable machines and try to do squats and all that. Guys, if you have not been working out a while and you are considered obese, or in my case, severely obese, I was almost morbidly obese according to the statistics. Of course, don't always pay attention to all that stuff and everything, but if you're considering any of those things, don't run in here and jump on a treadmill and think you're going to run 30 minutes. Not going to happen. And all you're going to do is discourage yourself and everything else. You try to get out there and try to do bench presses. You may be able to do them all right. Well, you go home the next day, you can't move. It takes 2 or 3 days for you to get back in the gym. Don't do that to yourself. So what you need to do is go into the gym, start working out slowly, start doing light weights. I would actually suggest starting off with the Nautilus equipment and the Nautilus type equipment before you go into any kind of free weight training or PF 360 or any of that kind of stuff. Don't jump out there going gung-ho and everything, because all you're gonna do is depress yourself, start hurting, you're gonna find excuses not to go to the gym, things like that. Go in, start off lightweight, start off on the Nautilus equipment. Just get your body used to making the movements again, used to moving and stretching your muscles back out so you can do all the exercise and everything. The first week I did the Nautilus equipment, it was just to get loosened up. I was doing all the different body parts each day. Arms one day, chest one day, legs one day, abs one day, back. Back is actually, I didn't think I did with my abs. You know what I'm saying? I run every day on the, I did start off on the treadmill. That's because I thought I could, and I did pretty well. I was doing the first day I did 30 minutes. Second day I wasn't able to do that as much because my legs were hurting and everything. I shouldn't have probably done that long on the first day. So I cut the second day down to about 15 minutes on the treadmill, 15 minutes on the elliptical. Third and fourth day, I think I was straight elliptical, just because my knees and everything, my feet were hurting because I wasn't used to running, and I tried to jump on that treadmill too quick. After a couple of days on the elliptical, I took the weekend off and came back and hit the treadmill again and built myself up to where I could do 45 minutes on the treadmill. Now, my problem is I get bored with doing the treadmill. Oh my God, bored. So what I'll do is I'll hop on cardio. Sometimes I get on a stationary bike and ride it for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, then jump on a treadmill for 30 minutes. Or sometimes I'll go hit the elliptical for 15 minutes first, then do the bike for 30 minutes or 15 minutes, then do the treadmill for 15 or 30 minutes. I'll mix it up. Some Planet Fitness centers have a row machine. If they got that, I'll even throw that in there, to do that as a mix up on my cardio. Sometimes I just sit home and do straight up jumps and squat thrust and exercises like that in order to get my cardio up. It doesn't always have to be in the gym. For instance, today I thought I was going to be stuck in a hotel room giving a workout, which if I ever am, I'll show you that workout too. I just had to be 1.5 miles from this Planet Fitness. By the way, I'm at Planet Fitness Memphis literally a half a mile from Graceland. So tomorrow we'll be going to Graceland and doing the tour there and everything, and I might do a video on that if they let me. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't at those places. But yeah, that's where I'll be going tomorrow. It'll be Graceland. And but today I'm going to go through here, show y'all some of the equipment. Stair Steppers is another great machine that a lot of Planet Fitness, some have it, some don't. So, you know, you got to go in there and see which each one has. But all of them have about at least 3 pieces of different cardio equipment. And so I suggest, you know, do that. If you aren't even in the shape to do the things I'm talking about, they got the sit-down bicycles and everything. You can stationary bikes you can do and get on there and start. But if you can't do 15 minutes on a stationary bike, get into a Planet Fitness today and sign up. You're on the verge of dying, and I'm not joking. You're on the verge of dying if you cannot do 15 minutes on a stationary bicycle. So get into Planet Fitness today and start moving your body. Not a whole lot if you're in that bad of shape, but anyway, you need to start doing something. Today I'm just going to show y'all how I started out when I was equipping. I'm probably going to do a full body workout today, but I won't put all that on here today. I'll put arms on here. Tomorrow I'll put legs. Maybe the day after that I will put back and abs, and then one day I'll put back on there. But I am going to do all the exercise today on all this equipment, just to show y'all what I did at the beginning and how to use these and start off on light weights. Guys, when you're starting off on this novice equipment, you want to do 4 sets of 12 reps. If you can do any more than 12 reps after the 4th set, then you need to bump your weight up. You don't have enough weight on there. If you get to the end of your 4th and you're pushing up 13 times, then you need to bump the weight up. Your first few days is probably going to be figuring out where your weight needs to be. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do the whole circuit training, but I'm only going to put on here arms today. Tomorrow I may post from today's video something else. Now I will be coming to the gym tomorrow, but I'll be going back to the free weights and everything that I'm supposed to be working on. This one I'm probably going to max out on all the novice equipment just to give you guys an idea what you should be doing for your first 3 to 4 weeks. And that's how long you should be doing it. If you're in that bad shape and you haven't been working out a while, then guys, you need to go into the gym and work out on the novice equipment for at least 3 or 4 weeks before you even think about moving over to the free weights or the PF360 or any of that kind of stuff. And I know they have this little 30-minute complete body workout and everything. I have tried it. To be honest with you, it didn't really. No, it wasn't even worth my 30 minutes. If you're going to come in and do that, go ahead and commit to the time of an hour and get a full body workout. And then that does not include your cardio. Remember, 30 minutes. Now, when you're first starting out, if you can't do 30 minutes, don't do 30 minutes. Do 10 minutes or 15 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you have to do. Just walk, whatever. You know, build up your cardio so that you can get in here. It's going to take time to lose this weight and everything and get back in shape. It took us, you're not going to do it overnight. It didn't take you overnight to get in this kind of physical condition. It's not going to leave you overnight either. It's going to take a while. But I would like to say this. I hear a lot of people always tell me, you know, whenever I'm talking to them is, well, I have a medical conditions and I have this problem and I have that problem. And look, I get it. There are legitimate medical concerns as to why you're not losing weight. But I'm going to be honest with you, I ran a gym in Durant, Oklahoma for over 5 years. I've trained martial arts students. I've trained 2 world champions. And mostly what I see when I see people in fitness, they're saying that they have physical or medical conditions. Either one, your doctor is lying to most of them so he can get a kickback or whatever he does on pushing these prescription drugs. Or number 2, you're lying to yourself. If you're lying to yourself, don't even make up an excuse to me. I'm not asking you for an excuse. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what you can do. But if someone tells me, and I've had a lot of people tell me this, oh, I can't do that because I have a medical condition. And next thing I know, I look it over and they're holding a 20-ounce Coke, a donut, and got a hot dog on the thing with a large order of fries, and just ordered some onion rings because she forgot to order them earlier. And then, you know, you don't have a medical condition. If you're doing stuff like that, you have a discipline condition. And a lot of Americans have that and just don't want to admit that out loud. But don't think that you're fooling anybody. If you're telling people you have a medical condition, they're watching you, you're over there smoking down 2 packs of cigarettes and drinking a 12-pack of Coke a day, and you're eating at McDonald's there, you're not fooling anybody. Everyone may look at you and go, oh, poor thing, but in the back of their mind, they're going, yeah, right, medical condition. Only medical condition, you guys keep lifting those burgers all the way to your face because the fat in your arms is blocking it from getting there. Guys, don't lie to yourself. Anyway, so, and I'm going to talk more about that in some other videos too. I know that a lot of people think I'm rough and everything. Look, if you want one of those good, make you feel good people talking to you, go do those. You need to go listen to those type of videos and everything. I'm not that type of person. I keep it real with you. I keep it 100% real with myself. You know, I don't blame anyone for me starting and stopping diets except myself. I don't blame anyone for me being in the shape that I'm in except myself. And I'm not going to sit here and butter your butt because you feel like someone should talk nice to you because, or quit fat shaming you. I'm fat. I don't call it overweight. I'm not overweight. Well, I am, but I'm way overweight. I'm not big boned. I don't have a thyroid problem. I'm a fat ass because I was lazy and I got this way. But I know what the reason was, which is why I'm in the process of trying to lose it now. And I have to correct my diet and everything along with that. Which, I'll be honest with you, the first 3 or 4 weeks of this, all I was doing was trying to get my body moving again, and I did not do anything about my diet really. My diet pretty much remained the same. So as of this week, 5th week, I'm starting to now I'm going to start moving to a better eating habits and everything. I'm going to do this incrementally so I don't give my whole body a shock and then end up falling off of this principles. But that's all I want to tell you guys about and everything. So quit making excuses, get in the gym, work out, start off slow, start off lightweight for the first, at least the first week. Don't worry about if you could do more than 12 reps after 4 sets or anything. The first week is just getting your body loosened back up and used to doing the movements and everything. Your second and third week will start, you can start increasing your weight on your Nautilus equipment. And then most of us, I would suggest doing 4 weeks. I stopped at 3 weeks and moved over to free weight. No, that's not right. No, that's not correct. I did do full 4 weeks of Nautilus before I moved to the free weights. I just did that last week. No, I did 3 weeks, then moved over last week to free weights. So I did 3 weeks of Nautilus just to get my body used to moving, and I got to where really the Nautilus equipment really wasn't even giving me anything. I wasn't feeling it the next day or anything. I mean, no muscle tightness or anything. So really, I could tell when I outgrew. Whenever I'm doing so many reps, it's not doing anything, and no matter how much weight I add to it, the motion of it just wasn't doing it. So I did go to free weights. Anyway, guys, that's my suggestion as far as starting to work out and everything. And I'm gonna go over here and start showing all this video real quick, and we're gonna see how we do it, and I'll show you how to look at the equipment. I'm gonna show you. By the way, guys, when you're using Nautilus equipment, you're looking at those weight plates. The weight on those plates is not in pounds; they're called units. So what equals 140 pounds on the Nautilus equipment is not 140 pounds on free weights. It could be more, it could be less. It's in units. So don't think you're walking in here and all of a sudden, wow, I'm bench pressing 200 pounds or something. No, that's not what. And so you go, wow, I'm only bench pressing 30 pounds. No, you're bench pressing either more or less. I mean, you know, that's just unit measurement. That is not a pound measurement. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, guys, one of the first things you need to notice about before you start working on Nautilus equipment is it is designed specifically to target certain parts of the body, just like free weights are. However, these machines are designed so precisely that it is hard not to use them and not hit the specific target weight or target area muscle group. So for instance, this preacher curl machine, it's built so that this pad right here is at the perfect angle if you got the seat adjusted correctly up and down and the bars. So there's no way to cheat like how you could do on a free weight where you're using dumbbells and go down and kind of bounce back up, or you go down and kind of use your body weight to push it up and everything. It's really a lot harder to do that on the Nautilus equipment. Now, if you notice on the Nautilus equipment, you also have this part right here. This picture right here shows you the target groups that this machine is meant to target. And it is only going to hit those target groups. Now you move over to different machines. Here's another one. It's made for biceps. This is a different type of. Now here's another one made for a different type of curl. This is the bicep curl. It goes all the way down and all the way up. Again, the biceps. But now this is the difference between this one and the other one is this one has a longer, elongated through these muscle groups than the other one does. Now, it shows a picture of a bicep on both of them, but you'll feel it when you're using this other machine. Then you have this one, the chest press. Notice which groups it holds. It says chest press, but it uses the biceps, deltoids, chest on both sides. Specifically designed for you to put your head against the headrest, so you may have to adjust the seat up and down. With your head and back and everything against there, you're not using your body weight to kind of help push the weight up. As you move over to the other ones, you'll see some machines, and for instance this one, in one direction it's made for the pecs, pectoral flies, the chest area, and the other one is made for the real death weight. I'll show you how to set that up real quick. See these up here? Pulling this down and pushing the handles all the way back towards the machine is going to allow you to exercise the rear deltoids, because you're pulling these back using your back muscles instead of pushing them forward using your pectoral muscles. In order to switch the pectoral, lower this down, switch all the way back around to the front, and you don't really have to go all the way back around to the front. Depending on how flexible you are and everything, you may want to pull it further back, so it'll be kind of behind you, giving you a wider range. But if you want to go even with you, put it up even. And then number 5 is really just a little bit in front of where you'll be sitting. As you can see, if I get a 90-degree angle on this. So as you're pushing these weights up, that will be the pec. So one machine, multi-purpose use. Calf raises. This machine, calves. So if you're walking on the treadmill and everything, your calves are hurting, they're not strong enough to keep you walking very long, but you have plenty of air and your cardio's feeling okay, or your vascular is okay, then it may be that you need to strengthen your calf muscles. So this, you'll get on here, you put your toes against there and just straighten your toes down and back up, and down and back up. And that's going to target your calf muscles right here. And it's also going to teach you how to sit and hold your arms and everything for the proper movements on these machines. This one, the seated leg curl. Basically you sit on here, your legs go up over this pad, below that pad. And this is adjustable. If it's not comfortable, raise this one up. If this one's not comfortable and you need to go smaller, you have the adjustment to do that also. Hit this button right here, and you can pull in for smaller legs, shorter legs, or longer. Seated leg curls. Oh, that was one we just did. Leg extensions. Just direct opposite of the seated curl. Sit down here, put your legs under, and extend upward. Again, you have different settings to bring it in further, close to you, or out. That brings that one in and out. So if you're longer, if you're taller, go that way. Shorter, move it that way. Again, the machine shows you which ones you use. 12 to 14 sets. If you could do, 4 sets of 12. If you complete all 4 sets of 12, next time you come in, bump up your weight. You're not using enough weight. Lateral pull down. This machine should be self-explanatory. You sit down here, put your knees under the pad, the seat is adjustable, reach up, grab the handles. Some people are shorter than others, and they actually have to stand up and grab the handles and then pull it down to sit down. That's quite all right. This machine, what I like about it is you can use one arm or both arms at the same time. That's the muscles that we target right there in your lower back. Biceps and triceps also a little bit, but not as much as the lower back is supposed to be. Guys, it helps to think about the muscle groups you're working with when you're using these machines, because thinking about them makes you concentrate on using them instead of pushing the weight out to use a different one. Row machine. Everyone should know what this one is. Sit down here, chest facing this pad. Adjust the seat correctly so the pad's on the chest. It's just way too short right now. You adjust the seat by reaching in here, up or down, going down some. Reach in here, grab these. Again, you can use one at a time, or you can reach up and grab both of them and pull them both back at the same time. Muscles. We're doing that's pretty much all over back. Well, this is a great machine for the back. Use your biceps to some degree, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't feel it that much in my biceps. Again, think about the muscles you're using. Look at the picture. Think about the muscles you're using while you're using the equipment. It helps. Tricep press. Sit down in the seat. Put your hands on here and push down. Tricep press. That's gonna be your triceps and your deltoids. Torso rotation. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't use this machine because I've tried it several times, get no feeling or nothing out of it. So to me, it's kind of useless. But if you're just starting out, you want to get your muscles used to rotating, that might be a good one to do. You can sit down there with your knees on here, facing forward, grab the handles, twist back and forth. Tricep extensions. Triceps. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit down here. This is pretty much direct opposite of the preacher curl machine I showed you earlier. Sit down here, put your elbows on that pad, make sure that they're even, coming straight up, but it's all the way down. See how that the picture shows straight up to your body, square to your body. Your elbows will be. Grab hold of the handles and push them down forward. So I'll try to show you the best way I can here. Grabbing up here and pushing down. Now I see some people using both hands at once, some people use one hand. Either way it goes, same exercise. This one is abdominal. This one to me is better than the torso twist. However, not as good as sit-ups or crunches or things like that. But for a beginner, great way to get started. Sit down, grab the handles, your back is against this pad here, your elbows or your back of your arms, your triceps will be against those pads. Grab those handles and you'll pull them forward. And you see the muscles it works. And again, shows you how to use the machine. Now these are great for beginning workout, guys, when you first hit the gym. Back extensions. Sit down on this one. You put your back against this pad as you're sitting down, and you push the pad back. Lifts the weights. See the picture there? It's for the glutes and lower back. This machine helped me out more than any of them on getting rid of my lower back pain from getting out of bed and everything. This one helped me out more than the rest of them. So yeah, I do like it. It's very easy to use. It's not made for a lot of resistance, or it doesn't feel like it is no matter how much weight I stack on here. It's just not a whole lot of resistance for me. I probably have to go into like a rolling type more machine. Well, I'll show you. If they have the other machine here, I'll show you the one I really use for my back now. This is like the military press or shoulder press. You sit down here, push the weight straight up and back down. Shoulders, triceps. And then for the legs, move over to a leg press machine. Let's see the leg press here. I'll pretty much try to use it. That's pretty much the equipment I use, or I think you should use. Oh, they did have a rowing machine here, so I'm going to have to jump on that for about 15 minutes before I leave. I'm dying to try one of those. I have not used one yet at a Planet Fitness, so I'm going to use one of those. But guys, another, like I said, this is the 30-minute workout station here. To me, it's not really that effective if you just want to be in there 30 minutes to do the machines one time. I haven't really got a lot out of them trying it that way. Let me see here. This one to me is better for the lower back and your back. Using this, you put your feet back here, calves under those two pads, pelvic area against that one, lean forward and back up. And I usually use a weight on that, probably about a 25 to 45 pound weight doing those, and that helps my back out a whole lot. Now there are other machines once you get used to your back and your back isn't hurting from using that one. You can do other types of sit-up machines and everything over here. This one to me is a joke again. I've tried to use it. It's called the ab coaster. Didn't really get anything out of it myself, but yeah, you guys might. This one is a good one. I don't know what that is. Back against there, legs hanging down, elbows or arms on those pads. Lower flat arms, grab hold with both hands and start lifting your legs up. That's a great machine right there to use. This is a good ab machine to use. You sit down in this one, using your arms straight, like the picture shows, and then just lean forward, leaving your arms straight. Don't bend your arms, let your arms. They keep doing. I do about 4 sets of about 30, 35. Even when I was starting out, just because I didn't feel a lot of resistance. When you get up into the 25, 30 range, you start feeling resistance and it starts burning. So anyway, that's that one. So guys, that's pretty much all the Nautilus equipment. They have at the Planet Fitness. Some Planet Fitness may have other machines, a couple of other different machines, but really all of them have the equipment I showed you today, except for the rowing machine. I was actually kind of surprised to see that one here. That's not too many of them, but I am going to use that one here in a few minutes. Anyway, that's the way to kind of get started. Again, do your Nautilus equipment. 4 sets of 12. You do 4 sets of 12 next time you come in, boost up the weight until you can only get to your 4th set. You're only doing about 8 to 10, and you can't push anymore. At that point, you're doing the right weight until you get back up to 4 sets of 12. After about 3 to 4 weeks, you'll be ready to graduate over to the free weight system. If you want to stay on the Nautilus, you can. It is a more precise way of working out. It targets the particular muscle groups, and it makes it very hard to mess up because of the way the machine is designed. However, I like the free weights. You gotta use better coordination, everything with them, but it straightens up to me a lot better. That may just be my own bias against it, but I think free weights is a lot better at strengthening, workout strength training. And cables and everything, I'll show you also the other workouts, but I just wanted to show you, that was what I first started doing when I came to Planet Fitness about a month ago, as I started working on Nautilus equipment, or a month and a half ago, 5 weeks ago. I started working on Nautilus equipment for about the first 3.5 weeks, and then moved 3.5 weeks, moved over to the free weights and the cable machines, and that's pretty much, I did arms one day, I did back one day the first week, shoulders one day the first week, just to get my body used to moving again. The next week I started tagging them up, or teaming them up. I do arms and shoulders one day, then I do back and abs one day, legs one day, and start repeating it. And each day, I go to the gym every day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week, if I'm anywhere near a gym. If not, then I'll have to get out there and start doing that other kind of training, push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, all that. But I've got to start doing all that kind of stuff. I do 5 to 6 days a week. Another machine you'll want to look at is a stair stepper. I would not suggest stepping on a stair stepper or a treadmill until after you build up your cardio to where you're on a stationary bike. You do 35 minutes on a stationary bike and about 200 calories, and do about 9 to 10 miles in that 30 minutes. Once you do that, then you can move up to a treadmill or something like that. And a lot of you guys say, well, I just need to go walk, so I'm going to start a treadmill. If you need to walk, and because something's hurting, like your legs and muscles are hurting or something, your hips are hurting or something, start off with a stationary sitting bicycle first. Build up your strength on there, build up your endurance, move to the regular bicycle, build up your endurance. Don't even start walking a half mile to a mile on treadmill to build up your endurance on those 2 bike machines. Then you can move over to the treadmill. After you're doing about an hour on the treadmill, and you can do about 4 to 5 miles, or you're running about 500 calories in an hour, then you can start moving your way up into the Stairmaster. That's my advice. Just go from there. But anyway, that's what I did on my first couple of weeks, 3 weeks, was Nautilus equipment, and I did use a treadmill. Wish I would have started out with a stationary bike first, but I did use treadmill and went to the elliptical machines, treadmills back and forth between those. And now, just to get out of the boredom, I'm going to the stationary bike, the right one, the right up one, because so I just get bored on the treadmill and everything. So I'll do an hour, 30 minutes on the stationary, then do like 15 minutes on either the treadmill or the Stairmaster or something, or elliptical or something, just kind of break up the routine, because running on a treadmill to me is as boring as hell. But I do it. Anyway, so I'm going to get on over here and get on this rowing machine I've been wanting to do, and then I'm going to hit my free weight training. Talk to y'all later.